Good morning everyone, good morning children, at good morning sa lahat ng tumatangkilik. This again, Teacher Percy of Teacher Percy's Math Tales. For this episode, we are going to discuss permutations. Alright? To give you an idea of what permutations are, I invite you to please answer this sample question. So, how many two-letter words can you form by choosing two of the letters of this word without repetitions? And the word is Vival. Alright, so Vival is five letters. We're going to form two-letter words by using two of the letters here. How many can you form? Right, so if you want to answer the question first before we proceed, you can always pause the video and then just play it again when you're done or when you want to know how to do it. Alright, it's quite simple. Just list down two-letter words and then count. Alright, now, so from this, we are going to form two-letter words by choosing two letters here. So how many are there? So to make matters simple, let's do this in alphabetical order. So we begin with A. If the first letter is A, what are the next? What are the possible next letters? We have B, we have I, we have L, we have B. Alright. And B. A, I, L, V. Then I, A, L, V. Then L, first letter is L, you have A, B, I, V. Then if the first letter is V, A, B, I, L. So there you go. You have 4, 4, 4, 4, and 4. If you add, you have 20 words. Alright? So this 20, you can also say that this number 20 is the number of permutations of two letters taken from 5 different letters without repetitions. Okay? Now, here's another way to see why it is 20. Okay? Why is it 20? So, we need two letters. And we are going to choose from the letters here in Vibal. So, how many ways can you choose the first letter? Of course, the first letter can be any of the letters here. Kahit alin. So, we have 5 ways. How about the second? Is it still 5? No, it's not 5. Hindi 5 yun. Kasi, once you have already chosen a letter here, you're no longer allowed to choose it here. So, we'll need to deduct 1 from the number of choices. Number of choices for the second letter is 4. And then, what we'll do with the 5 and the 4? With the fundamental principle of counting, na sana naalala nyo pa, mga 2 lessons ago lang yan, mga 2 to 3 lessons ago lang, the number of ways you can do this is 5 times 4 equals 20. Okay? Now, the thing is, paano kung mas marami? Paano kung sabi na 5 letters, 10 letters, tapos pipiliin mo 6 letters? How many ways can you do that? So, now let me formally introduce the definition of permutations and the formula for how to count the number of permutations. So, a permutation is an ordered arrangement of objects. Now, I emphasize ordered here because a while ago, for example, you have two words here. Let's say the letters you chose are A and B. AB, and then how about BA? Now, AB and BA are different words, so they represent different permutations. The order in which the letters are arranged matters. Alright? So these are different. You count them separately. Now, the number of permutations of n distinct objects taken r at a time is this. Let us denote this by NPR. Alright, NPR is equal to n factorial all over n minus r factorial. Okay? Wait, anong kinalaman nito sa pinakita ko kanina? 5P2. Let's answer the first question. 5P2. 5 objects taken 2 at a time. Okay. 5 objects taken 2 at a time. Parang yung kanina, Bibal, 5 letters. You choose 2 letters. Bubuo ka ng words. How many permutations? So, sige. Anong kinalaman? All over 5 minus 2 factorial. Alright? This is equal to, if you expand, let's expand right now. 5 minus 2, 3. So, again, what is 5 factorial? It's the product of all positive integers from 1 to 5. So, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 all over 2 times 2 times 1. Alright, so what happens here? We're going to multiply 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 120 over 6. So that's 20. It's the same as the what we got a while ago sa 5 letter and 2 letter words. Well, nasan yung 5 times 4? Bago siya makita. They cancel out. Ano yung natira? 5 times 4. 20. So that's another way. That's another way to see where the 20 from a while ago came from. Then, ito, exercises muna. 10 10p6. Number of ways, number of permutations of 6 objects taken from 10 objects. Yan, 10p6. What's the value? 10 factorial all over 10 minus 6 factorial. Sige. Susulat ba natin lahat? Sulat ba natin lahat to? Oh. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Di ba? 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 4 factorial. Huwag na natin isulat lahat. Yun na lang. 4 factorial na lang. Divided by 4 factorial. Tapos sila yung magka-cancel. So you're left with 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 equals, yan to. Yan to. 10 times 9, 90 times 8, 720 times 7, 5,040. 5,040 times 6 times 5. So 5,040 times 30. Alright, so this is 5,040 times 30 is, alright. There you go. 151,200. That's the number of permutations of 10 objects taken 6 at a time. Okay? Or the number of permutations of 6 objects taken from 10 objects. Yan. Of course, the restrictions still apply. The objects are distinct. And then, you cannot repeat any objects that you have chosen. How about this? 7p7. 7 objects taken 7 at a time. Permutations. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng 7 objects kinuha mo. Does the formula still apply? Pwede pa rin. Ito lang naman yun. Equals 7 factorial over 0 factorial. What's the value of 0 factorial? Kung naalala nyo. 0 factorial is 0 o 1? Pili kayo dun. 0 o 1? 0 factorial is equal to 1. Yung kalimutan, dito at dito yung 0 factorial na yun palagi. 7 factorial over 1 equals 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 or 5,040. Right? Multiply nyo, ito lalabas. Right. So after these computational exercises, let us look at some questions that involve permutations. Oh. 4A. List down all 3-digit whole numbers you can form from 3 digits from 1, 2, 3, and 4 without repetition. It's like what we did a while ago, but let us list down the 3-digit numbers, okay? So always remember, you can pause the video if you want to answer a question first before we proceed to the discussion. Right? And let us do it. Let's do it. Okay? Let's do it now. 1. First digit is 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 4. 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 3. Okay. Let's continue to 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 4, 1. Kaya, gagawa ko in order para sure na hindi maulit. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. Right? 6, 12, 18. Siguro, 6 din yun. 6 din yun malamang. 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. 4, 1, 3 pala. Para in order. 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 2. 6, 12, 18, 24. There are 24 ways you can... There are 24 3-digit numbers you can form by using 3 digits from 1, 2, 3, and 4 without repetition. 4B. How many numbers can you form in 4A? The situation here. We know that it's 24. But let us use the formula. So the formula is 3 digits taken from 4 digits. And we want the number permutations. So it's 4P3. Number permutations of 3 digits taken from 4 different digits. Well, 4 factorial all over 4 minus 3 factorial. 4 factorial over 1 factorial. Now, 1 factorial is 1. So, 4 factorial na lang yan. What's 4 factorial? 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 24. Alright? So, it's the same. It's the same that you will get by listing them down. Kaya lang, paano kung sobrang daming digits pagpipilian tapos yung mga numbers ang maraming digits yung gusto mong buuin. Yan yung mahirap ilista. Kaya I need to know the formula as well. Diba? Another one. From 7 candidates, 3 will be chosen as president, vice president, and secretary of the class. How many ways can this be done? Diba? You have 7. You're going to take 3. And does the order matter for the 3 that you have taken? Of course it does. The order matters kasi suppose the three people that you take are A, B, and C. Pag President si A, Vice President si B, Secretary si C, it's one permutation. Now, pag President naman si B, Vice President si A, at Secretary si C, that's a different permutation. Okay? Iba yun. Kaya iba sila. Order matters here. So, yeah, we can use the permutation formula. 7p3 equals 7 factorial all over 7 minus 3 factorial equals 7 factorial over 4 factorial equals 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 yung ilalagay dito. 4 factorial over 4 factorial. Okay? Magka-cancel to. You're left with 7 times 6 times 5 equals 7 times 6, 42 times 5, 210. There are 210 ways to choose a president, vice president, and secretary from 7 candidates. Right? 210 ways. Now, how about this? How many ways can 6 children be lined up? So, you have 6 children. So, n equals 6 sa formula. How many children are you going to take? Ano yung value ng R? 6 children. Ibig sabihin dito, lahat ng 6 children yung ite-take mo. So, it's the number of permutations of 6 children taken 6. So, 6 din yan. So, if you apply the formula, 6 factorial all over 6, quantity 6 minus 6 factorial equals 6 factorial over 0 factorial equals 6 factorial over 1. 6 factorial. What is 6 factorial? It's 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that is equal to 720. Right? Any questions? Kung may questions kayo sa kahit anong part ng discussion natin, you can post it as a comment. You can private message me. Hindi lang awawain dun. Okay? Hindi lang awawain dun. Maawa kayo sa akin. Yan. So, we are nearing the end of this discussion. So I'd like to provide you with some questions for exercise purposes. Okay? End of video questions. Number 1, compute 11p6. Number of permutations of 6 objects taken from 11. Or B, 8p3. Number of permutations of 3 objects taken from 8. Now, number 2 is a bit different from what we have discussed. You know the number of permutations. Now, how many objects do you need to take from 12? So, before we continue the discussion, you can pause the video if you want to answer. There's another end of video question. How many permutations using all the letters of teaching are there? Well, teaching us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. And all of them are different. So you can apply the formula for permutation. And B, how many permutations use only 5 letters? So you're going to take 5 letters from here. How many permutations can you form? Alright. Again, you can pause the video if you want to answer before we proceed to the discussion. Ready? Mga tumatangkilik sa math, mga kakwentuhan. Okay. 11p6. Number of permutations of 6 objects taken from 11. Kasi straightforward way of applying the formula. Ito para lang mahasa yung kakayahan nyo sa paggamit ng formula ng permutation. Yan. Equals, ano to, 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times. Ano ba tong baba? 5 factorial, di ba? Yung kasunod ng 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 factorial din. Ayan. And then, divided by 5 factorial. So, we cancel out the 5 factorial. Ay, kita ba? And cancel out the 5 factorial. You're left with 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. O, sa mga ganyan topic sa combinatorics, kaya minsan kailangan mag-multiply ng napakaraming numbers. Kaya sana hasain nyo rin yung multiplication skills nyo. Di ba? So, what's the answer there? 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 is equal to yan, 332,640. 332,640. Alright? Bilang sa comments kung may mali pero tama yan. Alright. 8P3. Number permutations of 3 objects taken from 8. Yan. By the formula, routine na yung mga ganito. By this point, equals 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 factorial over 5 factorial equals, yan, cancel, 8 times 7 times 6 equals 56 times 6. That is 300 and 336. Okay? How about this? 12px equals 1,320. What is the value of x? Yung mga susubukan nyo lang naman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, di ba? Pag sinubukan nyo isa-isa yun, well, makukuha nyo yung value ng x. But let us be more systematic. Huwag naman tayo ganun, syempre, di ba? Hindi tayo ganun sa teacher Percy's math is. Kung may iwasan natin. Tandaan natin yan. Ito O sige. Diba 12? Yan. Yan. 12, di ba? Ito. Balikan natin yung kanina, yung 5 times 4. Ito. Di ba kaya nakuha natin yung 5 times 4? Sa 5, 3, 2, 5 times 4, di ba? Ilan yung factors dito? Dalawa. Di ba? Dalawa. Starting from 5, tapos pababa. So, parang dito, starting from 12, mag-multiply ka na mag-multiply until umabot ka sa 1,320. So, yan. Okay. 12. Okay? Di pa, syempre. Okay. 12 times 11. 132. Di pa. 12 times 11 times 10. 12 times 11 is 132 times 10 is equal to 1,350. So, ito yun. 12 times 11 times 10. Equal siya sa yan. 12 times 11 times 10. Ngayon, ano yung natitira? 987654321. So, let's multiply this by 9 factorial. But to retain the value of 12 times 11 times 10, let's also divide by 9 factorial. Okay? This is equal to 12 factorial over 9 factorial, or 12 factorial over 12 minus 3 factorial, or equal to 12p3. So the value of x is equal to 3. Yan. Parang pinakita ko kanina, 5 times 4. Dalawa to. Di ba? Dalawa. So ito, magiging tatlo. Para maging equal sa 1,320. Ito, tatlo. So yun na ilalagay mo dito. This just for further elaboration kung why it makes sense when you use the formula. Okay? Ayan. So balik tayo. Teaching. Lahat na letters na magkakaiba, so pwede natin gamitin yung formula ng permutations. So, 3A, permutations of 8 letters, lahat ginamit. It's 8P8. Ito lang yun eh, 8 factorial over 8 minus 8 factorial eh. 8 factorial over 1, 8 factorial. Yun na yun. 8 factorial is 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals yan, 20,320. Yan. Now, the other question is, how many permutations use only 5 letters? Want to use only 5 letters, it's 8p5 equal to 8 factorial over 8 minus 5 quantity 8 minus 5 factorial is equal to 8 8 minus 5 factorial, 3 factorial. So, times 4 times 3 factorial over 3 factorial. Cancel yung 3 factorial. You're left with 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 equals... wait. Okay lang, multiply natin. 56 times 6. Hindi, 56 times 120 na lang yan. Ito 120 to, ito 56. So, what's 56 times 120? 1,720. Right? So that ends our episode for today of Teacher Percy's Maths Permutations. So, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions for further topics to discuss, kung may reaction kayo sa mga sinabi ko, violent or not, you can comment, you can post a private message, you can email. Pwede nyo hanapin pag tapos na yung quarantine period. Basta, huwag lang kayo magsasabi ng masama. Pangawa nyo na. Lahat tayo may hilig sa math. Kaya, let's all be good to each other. Okay? So, thank you very much for attending this. Thank you very much sa mga nag-stick sa discussion. Right? And shoutout pala sa Vival Group for their activity na ipopost tong video na to, and then post tong video na to. Tapos, collect nila yung mga videos. Thank you. Till next time.